4 young amnesiacs hold the fate of humankind in their hands. Their mission is to protect you from the rifters who want to control the human mind. They may appear to be harmless and self-absorbed, but they have astonishing paranormal powers and an invincible motivation to retrieve the secrets to their past lives, hidden deep in the parallel dimension of the Delta State.
That's it. Checkmate.
It's only because of my cold. Can't concentrate. Luna, do you want to play?
Do you really want to play with someone who can see the future?
It does kind of spoil the suspense.
Anyways, I have to get going to class soon.
Class? You going to school?
Yeah, and help keep my mind off the rifters, and besides, without any memories, my brain's a clean slate.
Not to mention all the cute boy possibilities.
I was thinking a bit of psychology would come in handy fighting rifters.
I almost forgot those guys existed. Ah!
Well, that's their thing. They blend in with society so that they can multiply. See you later.
I'll clean this up.
That is really white hot. Hey, Ian? Ian?
Yeah.
What's this music?
Oh, it's a group called Dublux. They're about to be signed by a major label.
Man, it's really good.
Yeah, they're looking for a manager.
What? These guys don't have a manager?
You're interested? Because you know, managing a group of phonies is no piece of cake.
Hey, don't worry, man. I'm used to it.
The peripheral nervous system contains all the nerve fibers necessary for brain function and neuromotor control. If you open your textbooks to chapter 12, page 240, you will find all the intricacies of the brain system precisely illustrated. If you will take a look in your texts, chapter 12, page 240, you will find the intricacies of the nervous system are precisely illustrated. One thing is certain. The brain still has many surprises in store.
Yeah.
Philip, I've just witnessed someone being taken over. You need to get over here right away.
Oh, Luna, I'm in no condition to do anything. I've got a terrible cold.
Philip, get yourself together. This is important.
Can't use my powers with my nose blocked. It could be dangerous. Look, I'll tell Claire to go and join you. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go put some drops on my nose. Bye.
I had a flash and I saw this guy with lightning all around his head, but then he left the classroom and I lost him.
What does he look like?
Short red hair, bright red pants.
A leather jacket and a black backpack? What do we do?
We act super careful. This guy isn't already a rifter. Then he's going to be one soon. Let's go.
Hi.
Hi.
You wouldn't happen to know the name of the guy you were just talking to a minute ago? I think I know him.
John Mitchell.
John Mitchell, that's it.
So, are you into this extrasensory perception thing, too?
Extrasensory perception?
You know, if you're interested, you should check out Professor Dang's lecture on parallel realities.
Dan?
Dang and Stoke are the two psychologists at school.
Dang's course is about parallel reality. Can you imagine? Hey, Mart, are you listening?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
If he's a rifter, imagine how easily he can work on the minds of his students. Rifters could be all over campus in no time.
I'm going to go check out Dang's lecture. Claire, you go visit Stork. Find out what he knows.
Good idea. See ya. Professor Stork?
Yes?
Hi, I'm in Professor Dang's course. I'd like to ask you your opinion about some of his theories.
Certainly. Come on in.
Well, Professor Dang talked in his course about a secondary reality that's parallel to ours. Do you really believe that such a reality?
Dear old Professor Dang. Ever since he got this parallel reality into his head, his teachings have become somewhat whimsical.
So you don't believe in...
No, miss. I don't believe in any parallel reality. In fact, if I had my way, Professor Dang would no longer have a chair at this university. His statements are irresponsible and potentially dangerous for students. And as for you, I detect that you have undergone great shocks in your life, parts of which escape you. Loss of a loved one. You know, fear of diving and not coming back up to the surface.
Thank you, Professor. I have to go. Thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Wow. He looks like he's been hit by lightning, that's for sure.
Unbeknownst to all, at the confines of the conscious perception imposed by our brain, there is a reality impossible for us to fathom. But I have penetrated this reality.
I'm sure that Professor Dang knows about the Delta State. He talks about second realities, and his students are so interested in what he's saying that it makes it easy to trap them.
12 students, including John Mitchell, have had fainting spells this month.
At this rate, there'll soon be dozens of them. We should just get on with it and do something.
Well, there's no way we can catch all the rifters on campus, let alone find them. I say we focus on Dang. He looks like the #1 suspect. And if we... Philip, do you mind turning down the music, please?
Oh, Claire. Dub opens up your mind, clears your brain, and that in turn clears your nose. Dub is a cold's arch enemy.
Check this out. Standing before you is the future manager of Dub Lux.
Dub looks?
These guys, they've just signed with a big label and they've asked me to be their manager. Oh, yeah! I've already made up my mind.
And?
Well, it's great. They need their whole tour planned. I'll be signing the contract any day now. Me, managing a band. It's always been one of my dreams.
What a recent dream that is.
I'm really pleased to see how happy you are for me.
Martin, are you sure you can handle everything? Your job at the store, fighting rifters, and managing a band?
Of course, what do you take me for, an imbecile?
No, it's just that you are taking on a lot. I'm sure Brody would agree.
Look, I know we have to deal with the rifters, but I need to do some of the things I want to do, including making enough money to keep you bums in the style you've become accustomed to.
Okay, well, I gotta go. Meanwhile, you can try and convince him. Good luck. He's stubborn. Cute, but stubborn.
I don't mean to insist, but I really don't know if it's a good idea for me to go to the Delta State with my cold.
Philip, this is a cold, not a cerebral hemorrhage. And Martin will watch our bodies.
Yeah, sure. I would have gladly come along, but actually, I'm waiting for an important call.
Don't worry, we won't be long.
Be careful. Don't get into any fights, you two.
Ready?
I guess.
Remember, if there's the slightest hitch, we split. I'm just here to see if Dang's around.
Luna, something incredible is happening. I can breathe better. My nose isn't blocked anymore.
So you see, it was a good thing we came. Okay, which way do we go?
Well, why don't we try the door?
Let's get out of here, Philip, right now! Philip, are you okay?
Yes. Apart from my cold, it's back again.
Martin? Martin?
Don't waste your time, Luna. There's nobody here.
I can't believe he went out and left our bodies unwatched.
Well, it's not that bad, Luna. It's not as risky here in the apartment as it is in the Delta State.
You don't get it. It's a question of principle. If he says he's going to stay, then he stays.
Look, we're not gonna go on about this for 100 years, are we? I'm sorry, but I had to meet with the guys before a meeting at the record company tomorrow. It was really important, you know? And Luna had promised me they weren't gonna be long.
And I kept my promise while you deserted us.
Okay, well, what's the plan for today? Are we going on a holiday or what?
Well, the rifters are all over the university, so we can't do anything there. And Philip has seen some of
I don't want to talk about it.
Why don't you and I go to Deng's apartment while he's out giving us a lecture?
Martin and I are gonna go see Professor Stork. I don't think he told me everything.
Luna, about what I saw in the corridor last night. It was,
I know. Something to do with your past? I've had the same type of experience.
a voice I heard. I'm sure it was my mother's. I know it, even if I don't remember her. You know, Luna, I only want to talk about these things with you. It's not the same with Martin and Claire.
Thanks. Now, if Dang's here, we split.
No need to ring now.
Anybody there? Oh, something's blocking the door. Oh. Is he...
No, he's breathing. Wasn't he supposed to be giving a lecture right now? What is going on? I knew profs were a little eccentric, but to this extent?
We have to do something to counter Professor Dang. His lectures are dangerous for the students who attend. And I was hoping that your position would enable...
Quite right. In fact, I intend to warn the Dean about the situation. Don't you worry.
I also wanted to ask you, well, you told me the other day, well, about a loved one?
You wish to retrieve certain memories? I can help you. But you must open yourself to my mind and concentrate on my voice. You must listen to me because I can put together the pieces of your life's puzzle. But you must concentrate on my voice. You are ready now. Yes, the human brain is indeed a wonderful toy.
Well, he made the right choice becoming a prof. He didn't have much of a future as a painter.
Apparently, Dang was afraid of going to sleep.
Still, that same symbol. He seems obsessed, but by a mathematical symbol?
What is it?
I really couldn't say. It's all figures and lines of code.
Look at this. Dang and Stork. Apparently, they were working on a joint project a year ago. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Philip?
Dang worked with Stork on a project called Infinity. He says he was able to go into a dimension that's parallel to ours. He talks about someone who fell in their power.
A rifter must have been trying to get rid of him. That's why he was fighting sleep, to avoid going back there.
The rifter was probably someone who knew him well.
Stork!
Martin and Claire. They're...
Come on, please pick up. Martin? Martin, are you okay? Where are you? Well, you have to go and find Claire. Hurry up.
Where are they?
Martin left Claire alone on campus to go sign the contract with his group. She must have turned off her phone.
We've got to go Delta and find Dang.
But if we both go...
Our bodies will stay unconscious next to some dude that could turn into a rifter any minute. Okay, or we could go back to the apartment and have a dance party. What do you say?
We have to go and retrieve Claire, and going Delta is the only way.
I knew you'd go for that option.
Let's take good care of us, right?
Okay. Let's take good care of us. I like when you say that. Listen, Luna, I'd like to, Ah!
Oh.
You know what? Never mind. Let's just go. We'll talk about it some other time.
Let's do it. This time, concentrate.
Luna Palacios. I'd be curious to know how you and your friend got here. Take them. I see I still have 2 specimens.
Dang and Stork got into the Delta State when they're working on the Infinity Project.
And Stork was trying to bump him off in the Delta State, which is why Dang was resisting sleep and raving on about parallel realities during his lectures.
Meanwhile, thanks to Stork, there's a new batch of rifters.
Guys, I just talked to Brody. He's attending a seminar. I told him everything. Well, almost everything.
Okay, I'm telling you again, I'm really, really sorry. I thought I could handle it, but I was wrong. I called the group. They're going to look for another manager.
You're sorry? That's all you can say? Martin, you broke a promise twice, and now we have to learn to trust you all over again, and I don't think
Take it easy, Claire. I think he's learned his lesson. It's all in the past now.
I really understand how you feel, Martin. This group is just mind-blowing.
Gee, thanks, Philip.
What? What'd I say? Ah!